Today I have an HP laptop that needs a new power jack or charging port. It's a HP AC106NA. It's quite dirty, as is the charger. It looks like the charger itself has the pin in the right place, and it looks like it's in the center. So I'm happy enough with that. I'll give that a good clean. The computer itself, I was able to really get a good look in there. But there's supposed to be a plastic. See, in the new one, you can see in the center of the new one, there's a bit of plastic. And so that bit of plastic is completely missing in the computer itself. So we're going to replace it. On this particular computer, there are a lot of screws. I'll take the battery out. It looks like there are some missing rubber pads here. I think all of the screws are there. I might have to look to see if there are any screws hidden underneath this rubber strip. Right. I suspect this has been disassembled before, and that's why those rubber pads are missing. And on this computer, the keyboard is welded to the top plate, so it's just a matter of separating the top plate. And it looks like some of those clips are actually broken. They're not engaged here at all. So when I pull this down, I can see it separating. So whoever took it apart previous to me seems to have done a little bit of damage. There's a big chunk missing out of the corner here. I mean, you know, the laptop's been used. It's been around the block a few times, I'm sure, so to speak, whatever that means. This is a dirty laptop. There's quite a bit of grime. There's been some liquid damage in the past. And it's not the worst I've seen, but nor is it the best. So there's the power jack. And it should be straightforward to replace. One of the hinge screws will have to be removed. And one of the fan screws. Yep, the hinge has to be lifted. I'm going to get that fan out of the way, which means heatsink. I'm going to remove the heatsink. I'll reapply the thermal paste. There's the power for the fan connector. Oh, good. The whole heatsink doesn't have to come off, so I can put those screws back in. Although, no, I'm going to replace the thermal paste while I'm here. Side by side. I'll do that thermal paste before I put this any further back together. This tube of MX4 is finally done. So I'm just going to use the applicator to spread it around a little bit. It's not going to be pretty, but it's covering. Oh, the Wi-Fi antenna came off. That's... I might have to go back and look and see where that was connected. Okay, I can see that the Wi-Fi antenna had been connected to the number 1 position on the Wi-Fi card, right on the corner. So that's where I will reconnect it. I just want to feed it under here. Now, this has to flip over. So it's got a twist in it somewhere. A bit longer than the original, which is often the case with these. Then I can find a place to run this excess cable. Don't know if that's going to be safe or not. I don't really want to interfere with the display cable. Give that screw an extra little, yeah. And the other fan screw. Here. So now the only question is, where does this extra cable fit? Probably just right there. I'm going to take this into the back room and blow it out with some air. And I'll be back shortly. I'm going to take this and blow some air through it while I brush. Okay. Just going to test fit this and make sure that the extra cable here doesn't interfere with anything. So I can see that's where the hole is. That's where the fan is. This might be interfering with some of the battery latching mechanism. Okay. Oh, that's much better. I'm going to snap some things in before I start to screw it together. Oh, it's already sort of popped in place in around most of it. All right. Yep. Okay. Okay, this is back together. The battery's in. Let's see if it charges. We have a charge light. Okay. It looks to be charging. Job done. Thanks for watching. See you next time.